again with another video. As you can see, I made a live stream for this particular video that was suggested by a fellow subscriber, and understand that this video is actually 50 minutes long, basically almost an hour. So just be ready. This is basically like a movie setup in a word. So just be ready to like sit back and watch the movie. And if you guys want to, you could just pop some popcorn and get some soda because we're gonna be here for a while. And I wanted to make it live just so everyone could get back in. And it's been a minute since I did a live stream because currently, good news, I actually got a job here with my dad. Yeah, I'm currently at my dad if you haven't noticed, and I'm not back at my place with my mom. I'm probably going to be spending my last year here. I have not decided yet, but we're just gonna get right into this. So let me get everything set up, like set it up on my what's it called? Set up on my my stand, so I can watch it, so I don't have to hold the phone all the time. So let me do that right now, so don't have to worry about it later. I'll set it up right here. Just I hope it doesn't fall everywhere. Now let's put this on top of here. There we go. Big brain stuff. So we're gonna get this thing started. So without further ado, let's start the movie. I remember the last time we did Shed 17, it's basically like a horror movie.
When you lose even one of those, you take something away from those around you. The ones you love, your friends.
Let me lay down just a little bit, so I can be comfortable.
We let down those closest to us, without ever realising we'd done so. The people that didn't leave work at night. They were the railways. This is like an old
90s or early 2000s setup movie.
They weren't subdued. They just didn't.
Yep, I remember this. You guys remember the last time we watched Shed 17? This is where we saw Thomas get out of his own body. He was like a skeleton.
We didn't stifle them. We didn't lock them away. We didn't lie to them. We committed the worst sin of all. We just didn't listen.
So basically, Thomas is on the loose right now. Whoa! I don't know why that kind of scared me a little bit. That kind of did scare me a little bit though.
On the 6th of October 2015, the world was reintroduced to the horrors and suffering that began on a small island off the northwest coast of England.
I don't think the documentary showed anything we didn't already know. People had just become desensitized to what had happened to Thomas and his friends. The reaction, or rather, overreaction, began straight away.
What kind of reaction is that?
This young man in the USA had become so traumatized by Shed 17, he had memorized all the dialogue and would do nothing but watch the program in a loop, mouthing the words.
The town was buzzing with news of her pregnancy.
He would later be taken away
what did he
to
say
a
about pregnancy?
unit. Many viewers would be offered similar treatment, often being asked to illustrate what scared them and confronting it as a successful therapy. This young man began making his own model railway stories as a form of treatment.
Design right
many
there.
of these people would be allowed limited access to the outside world, even beginning to form social connections to people and in some cases form friendships.
After the Thomas incident became public, the tourist trade began to dry up. People stopped coming to Sodor for biofusion operations. So there were massive layoffs on the railway itself.
Numerous attempts were made to salvage the tourist trade on Sodor. Finally, in a last-ditch attempt, the railway was promoted with an ill-judged celebrity endorsement.
Of the train.
But it wouldn't just be young people suffering. Many would suffer trauma in their own way, both human and biofused.
Ew. Oh, Cranky is just flipping out.
With the documentary came the public outcry.
For those who actually grew up playing with Thomas toys or watching Thomas, this must be very, very scary to you and childhood ruining for you.
There I was, in full public view.
Or you just have a good mind so this doesn't affect you.
I was finally given a chance to tell my side of the story on national television, tell people what actually happened, and acquit myself in the eyes of the public.
Mr. Hartley, are you to blame for the events on Sodor Island?
Well, let me tell you, I am not.
I am totally to blame for what happened to Thomas and all his friends, and I do it again tomorrow.
Wait, what?
Last time I go on Channel 4.
But the public outcry would bring an anonymous whistleblower out into the light. Someone who would reveal more facts about the events on Sodor Island, both before and after the Thomas incident.
I worked closely on the television series in the early 80s, so I was around the engines at all times. It's only now, after I can't make a difference to those engines' lives, that I've heroically decided to speak.
Sorry, I was just looking at my phone to make sure everything was going right with the
shut down
stream.
the whole biofusion operation on Sodor. A tragic dilemma faced the scientists.
Some people were still in the biofusion process. Being in process is the last place anyone wants to be. They had to complete their procedures quickly, or they'd be left to die.
It's been a minute since I watched Shed 17, so I'm really just trying to remember everything that happened on that, and then put it.
Trucks,
The troublesome trucks.
faceless ones, rarely had the brain capacity to retain long-term memory.
They were the lucky ones. I can't imagine a worse hell than being a truck. Fortunately, most of them didn't live long.
What the?
The biological organs' exposure to the open world meant an increased risk of infection and slow, painful death. Fearing being shut away forever, some trains would seek opportunity elsewhere. Chris Duck Dixon and Oliver Surname's dream was to work on the famous Sodor Railway.
They were childhood friends who shared the same love of trains. They'd made a pact to become engines. Sadly, it came too late. The ban on biofusion came into effect just after Oliver and Duck were looking forward to working on the railway.
When it looked as though they would be locked away forever, the Japan Railway Group offered them work on their railway.
Duck and Oliver jumped at the chance. The travel was paid for by the Japanese railway, and they couldn't wait to be there.
Unfortunately, arriving in Tokyo, Duck and Oliver would find that, under Japanese law,
It's surprising
they
how I
weren't
remember
recognized
all
as
these
human
characters
beings,
off the Thomas
and so had no
show.
rights at all. They would soon learn their true fate.
Steam S. I mean Esteem.
They, along with other engines unfortunate enough to fall into this trap, were to take part in a sick pay-per-view event.
Oh, they have to. Ew! Look at how their mouth is. So basically, you have to just ram each other into. Yeah, they just ram each other to see who actually wins. Is this some kind of transformer kind of thing? These guys are actually going to do boxing. What kind of Thomas is this?
Fitted with pneumatic joints, stabilizers and supports, they were ready for the main event. Right, left, uppercut.
Wolverine? Dang! Take some jabs out of him. Oh, they're about to kill him now. Ooh! He went anime mode. You guys keep watching. I'll be right back.
So they had to put their friendship aside. There was only one way to survive.
Sorry for that. Oh, what did I miss? Oh, dang. I'm gonna have to watch that part again. I don't feel like rewinding the video for y'all. I know you guys want to keep going with the video. Oh my god.
Other engines would welcome opportunities offered by the British government.
Yo, he knocked the mess out of Oliver. What happened? What?
But couldn't ignore the military opportunities.
I gotta actually see
Selling
that.
war to the world was too profitable.
Hit Logistics was the military contractor secretly tasked with continuing the work Sodor research had begun.
The first task was finding as many engines as possible.
Biofused material had become
Oh,
rare,
he did.
and
Like,
his
I'm looking at the
logistics
stream in
immediately
replay on my other phone.
to hunt down as many
Golly,
decommissioned engines
he
as
beat
possible.
the mess out of
One was an
him.
old colleague we all called
He still
Fred.
beat him up when he was down.
Even when he was being interviewed for the Shed 17
Dang,
documentary,
this whole thing is
he was
crazy.
neck deep in secret government research. His biggest dream was much more sinister.
Then we got Project G-1. This is where the main part of this whole story comes together.
Biofuse matter to their very cells, and then deprogramming them.
Engine remains being reused to form anything they wanted.
IND project.
IND.
Cells have
Look at
their
that one.
DNA instructions removed. Biofuel stem cells, which can then adapt and assume any form necessary. It is for this purpose we have begun making extensive research into twins.
Twins.
Annie Clarabella and Kevin Diesel had met as rail enthusiasts, fallen in love, and gotten married within weeks of meeting. The next step in
That's
their
quick.
eyes was to become biofused.
It was the most romantic thing in their eyes. He would become an engine, she a coach, and they would ride the rails together. Kevin became his namesake, a sleek black diesel engine. It was Annie's operation where things didn't go to plan.
Oh,
As
he
Annie's
died,
cells
didn't
were being reprogrammed, they split in the early stages of the operation, and two coaches were created. Although these twins were far from identical.
he? When one's a vegetable.
People started to notice just how many twins were being created on the island, but the questions were brushed off or ignored.
In an effort to deflect criticism, Annie and Clarabelle, the first two biofused coaches, were put into service straight away.
Everyone was very excited.
Look at the chairs. They look like they're made of flesh or meat.
Parts were in a coach. All about those luxurious, expensive pink leather furnishings.
Ew.
I don't even want to tell you what they found in the toilets.
Following this disaster, Annie and Clarabelle would be kept out of the public gaze. One would stay with her husband, the other sent away to hit logistics. Diesel was forced to make a heartbreaking choice.
Ew.
Which of these ladies to spend the rest of his life with?
It must have taken him all of 2 seconds.
For Annie, a lifetime with her husband, hidden away from the public gaze. For Clarabelle, the safety and care of hit logistics.
So they just killed the other one.
Logistics weren't just interested in how twins were created. It was the abilities they had because of it.
The telepathic links between twin engines was found to be incredibly powerful.
The psychic links found in natural twins is profoundly more powerful in biofused vehicles. Of course, essentially, these are the same person.
Hit logistics would use what they had learned to work on.
I don't know why I feel like I'm learning something out of
A
this.
volunteer soldier could be biofused exponentially, creating
Are those
copies
Roblox
of those
characters?
cells.
Think of it. A willing human participant. Not just
They
controlling
look
the
like they're
weapon,
from Roblox.
but becoming the weapon. Able to react to danger and orders in a fraction
They
of the
literally
time.
made a tank out of
To
this
maintain
man.
the secrecy of these illegal experiments, the soldiers' faces would be covered up, so that the only giveaway was a cry of discomfort when a vehicle was damaged or a tank shell was fired. But Professor Ruth wanted to take these experiments further, to duplicate his deprogrammed cells to assimilate any biofused matter it made contact with, to assume any form of any size.
Think of the possibilities. A weapon dropped into a city that can take any form it wishes and adapt any organic material it finds. Whole communities of people removed and left empty for occupation. Stage 1 is the secure storage of biofused genetic matter in stasis. Stage 2 will involve the release of this material, in secure conditions, of course. To release this material in an uncontrolled state would be disastrous.
There was nothing they wouldn't
He's like a
try in that
mad
place,
scientist now.
even experimenting with mirrors.
What's wrong with him?
As well as mirror testing, work on twins would become more extreme, to test just how far the telekinetic link in biofused matter would go. For one set of twins, the link would go too far.
Oh, they killed him?
Whilst unseen horrors were administered on Donald, the doctors and specialists at Hit Logistics could observe in full detail the torture as an unbreakable bond with his twin would tear Douglas apart.
What the?
logistics would also be seen as a welcome refuge from another threat on Sodor.
Why are they just killing all of them?
Steamies, we called them.
This is real like how Shed 17 was, like they literally all died. At this point, I'm surprised they even have more
Where
engines.
was the harm in that? But when living engines were introduced on Sodor, they couldn't get here fast enough.
Most were seen as enthusiastic volunteers on the railway, some getting permanent jobs.
Now the Steamies' obsession with engines had a new, darker place to vent their frustrations.
James was a favourite engine. Sometimes every night for weeks, they'd gather at the
I actually
turntable
remember that
and play
episode.
Spin the engine.
Nasty.
This security footage, hidden by Sodor research until now, shows Gordon desperately pretending he couldn't fit on the turntable. But James was always the favourite, even to the television writers.
James's driver
Yeah, I
Byron
remember
was
that
feeling
too.
him all over.
But I had nothing to do with any of that business. Not after the first time.
With the closure of the railways, the engines were hidden away, and the Steamies would go underground and bide their time.
And it would be 30 years and a new documentary before anyone cared. Before anyone asked, why did this happen? Where were the engines? And what can we do about any of it?
With protests aimed at the government and hit logistics, the destruction of the evidence was speeded up.
Edward and James. Oh, they're about to cook them.
Unnecessary engines would be incinerated quickly and brutally.
As easy as signing a form, ticking a box, or waving a flag, the engines we knew and loved were murdered in the most efficient way possible.
That would give you nightmares right
But it
there.
would be the most insignificant death of all that would have the most devastating effect. Not any transport that hit logistics, but the one nobody witnessed, except for one.
They'd spent 30 years together, just looking into each other's eyes, forgotten by us all, and as happy as any of us could ever hope to be.
Until one day.
As Clarabelle was disposed of, no one but Diesel knew what happened to her twin, nearly 20 miles away.
Cremated.
Anyway, what's wrong? What's the matter?
What's happening?
Oh,
Stay with me. I can't go. I can't. Stay with me. Stay with me. No. 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 No.
oh my God. They was literally just talking about this too. Whatever happens to the
But it
twin,
wasn't
what
over
happens
for
to
Diesel.
them?
He had to get out. As terrible as seeing his wife perish was, the worst was yet to come.
I don't know either at this point, man. Lucas, I don't know. He is walking on the pieces of his wife. Push harder. I think it would be better if he took a few rolls back and then ram it.
This is all your fault. You'll never laugh at me again. The rights of biofused engines will be ignored no more. The secrets of Sodor will be revealed. The state-sponsored torture of engines must be stopped.
Diesel would form the Sodor Liberation Front. His dream was to make Sodor Island a home for engines and other transport, free from the tyranny of human beings.
And we will not stop until the island of Sodor is recognized.
I don't know what's going on here, Lucas. I'm just trying to comprehend everything here.
Meanwhile, the remains of the engines will be disposed of.
The remains of HIT Logistics will be moved off-site to a quarry in the Blue Mountains of Sodor. 6,000 pounds of desiccated biofused matter. Its location, the real mystery. And tending to this top-secret site was the only engine in the UK still being illegally operated.
Oh, we can get him to do pretty much anything we want to. You know, a bit of the black stuff.
Yeah, but there's black stuff.
I don't understand much of everything he's saying. With the subtitles.
Ferdinand was being forced to work, controlled by his addiction to Welsh
No,
gold.
that's right.
That's right. That's
Yeah, you gonna work for it? Hey, do you want some of this?
We use Welsh coal.
You know, that's the thing about this video, dude. This is not even much of a video. It's actually much of a movie.
We never realised all the effects it was
This
having on
is
us.
like, if I remember correctly, this is literally like a... Matter of fact, let me show you. That's how long it is. But actually, since you say so, right about there, we actually, since we already made it halfway into this, I think it would be pretty good if we stop here, due to the fact I have other videos I'm actually going to be posting today. I don't know how many, but I'm going to have to be posting a couple things soon, and I might make a gaming video on my other phone. So, yeah. But this will actually just be a part 1, part 2 live stream. So, we already watched half of this. So, next time we will probably, tomorrow, right after I finish my job, then we'll continue the other part. Wait, can I make a video idea? Go ahead. Nothing's stopping you. Is it like suggesting or whatever, or is something you trying to do? But we're gonna continue this another time. Yeah, I don't know exactly when though, because I still have so much to do since the fact, like I said before in the beginning of the video, I have my own little job that I started. Not my own business, but I have a job now at a car wash. And they pay really good now. And since I don't have a lot of responsibilities, that's gonna... Hold on. I need to see what he just said. Give me a second. Can you play GT Club? Sure, I can try. I'll go check it out and I'll see if I can go get it. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed this live stream. We'll continue this another day. And stay tuned for the other reaction videos or gaming videos I'm going to be posting today. And I will talk to you guys next time. Peace out, everyone. And I hope you have a great day and stay clear from COVID.